Okay, now I think. Okay, well, and let me share the board again, and then we can talk about your answer. Okay, can you see the board now?
Yes.
Okay, just Blackbird, right. Okay. Well, so you don't enjoy, okay, since you don't need, okay. So let me ask about brands. So how do you usually decide if of course you need, okay, if you need to buy something? First of all, is it important to buy brand new, I don't know, brands, or no, it's like just anything you like?
When I need someone like something in from the brand news, I think maybe I have the ability to meet the browser of the affordability of the price uh, of the things here. Yeah, because yeah, although they are look really beautiful. Yeah, but I but I have to like to consider for a while before buying it. Yeah.
Yeah, so human, so when it comes to the brand, okay, like you know that especially some of them unreasonably high in price.
Yeah.
So like you need to pay, of course, pay a lot, okay. Your sentence was actually totally understandable, but maybe you can change it a little bit. So it's like when I want to buy something from a brand new, so it's like when I need something, when I want something from the brand news, okay, I think you said I think maybe I have the ability to, I couldn't get this affordability, you mean affordable, if it means you afford it or not. You can
Yes.
afford it. It means you can pay. Very good. Affordability. Yeah, so that was good. But you can also use a word. So like, of course, that was good answer. But here I want to give you a good word. So the first word of this lesson is exorbitant. What is the meaning of exorbitant? Means unreasonably high in price. So especially when it comes to brand. So we have the first word. Yeah, especially, I don't know, for example, you want to buy something like a handbag or something like this, and you just check the price and say, wow, it's so well. And now let me ask you, I want to ask you about people like, is it common in your country to buy brands when you go shopping? Or just for specific products and good, like if it comes to just electronics, yes, but not for every product.
Electronic. I don't understand this
uh
question.
I'm asking about your decision. So about your people, not only you. So it's like when you want to buy something and you feel like that, okay, let's buy a brand. Okay, which brand, this or that? Is it common in your country to buy brands or no? Just for specific fields or areas, like if you want to buy mobile phone, this brand. But when it comes to clothes, no, not actually essential, not necessary to buy brand. So tell me about it. Isn't it understandable?
I have some liking about these questions. Maybe it's a long question. I think so.
Oh, let me make it shorter. Okay, so um let me change it. Okay. How do you usually decide on which brand to purchase when shopping for something? For example, for gadgets, electronic devices, clothes. How do you usually decide on which brand to purchase?
Well, before making decisions to buy anything from the brand news, I need time. I need the time for browsing the information about these brands, like the material of their productions, yeah, and their price, yeah, price. I just care about their material. Yeah, most of my attention is also yeah, on their material of productions. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. So
material. Yeah.
material. Okay, so let's make it a little, actually a little change it. So as I realize, you typically value it first, like, for example, like you can read customer reviews to see, okay, if it's good or no, material is good, and you compare like for example some different features like specifications, like okay, this material, that much, the color, and of course price points. So before making decision, you can evaluate the brands. That is really important. The brand's fame, reputation. For example, when you want to buy phone, mobile phone, the first name that comes to mind is, okay, for example, iPhone, okay, Apple, or maybe Samsung. So different brands. So it's like, you evaluate the brand. Okay, if it's good, if it's, for example, I don't know, I want to buy perfume, I want to buy clothes. So there are some names, that's all around the world. And then, of course, you need to see if it's good. So you could say, read customer reviews. Another way you can easily understand if people are happy, satisfied with this brand or no. And of course, price point. Like for example, the friend, then you can make decision easily, okay? And let me ask you, uh, so you want to buy a mobile phone? Okay. What is really important to you? Appearance, like color, or I don't know, function, like, okay, let's see if it's functional or no, if it's user friendly or no, if it's brand or no, which one?
I think maybe about their material. Yeah, I think so.
What you mean? You're talking about mobile phone. I can't get when you say material is important when buying a mobile phone. What do you mean? Could you please clarify it?
um, it's about durability, like that. For instance, like Samsung and iPhone. That Samsung is has the better camera. I think maybe it has a better, uh, more beautiful camera than iPhone. But that, like the durability of
Durability, yeah, it means it's
yeah,
durable now. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
yeah, is not as is yeah is not as iPhones. So yeah, I think maybe I think I choose the iPhone. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So for different reasons, so you choose iPhone. That is acceptable, of course. So I do agree with you. Maybe in some features, yeah, of course, especially when it comes to just, appearance. Isn't it wow? It's, Samsung is working very well. Like beautiful colors and I don't know, different features. But when it comes to function, as you said, durability, yeah, I do agree with you. That is important, really important factor because of course you don't change your phone every day. It's not something that okay, let's buy it now and then I can change it. Yes, uh, of course, both of them are popular brands, so you know that. Which one is more common, more popular in your country?
I think maybe like um, mm, iPhone. Yeah,
So most of people,
yeah, most of people.
of course, got it. Well, what do you think about Chinese products?
All Chinese products. Oh, I think. Yeah, I think their products maybe like wonderful. Yeah, it's really intelligent, but I think it's not as durable as Americans or Europeans products. Yeah, because I don't know, but in the Chinese working style, they they also they most of them always bargain about the price of the material to make to produce the things. So I think almost of material from their products like yeah also cheap and it's not really durable as American products. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Maybe, but of course, I have no idea about just bargaining. So you know that, but some people like it's not only in your country or, for example, China or I don't know other nationalities. Like some people love bargain hunting. What is that? They look for good deals, discounts when shopping. So let me give you a phrase. Some people love bargain hunting. So since you use this actually word, they like bargaining. So it's like looking for good deal or discount when shopping. So, for example, I'm not the one because I didn't know it's like I'm too old to do this, but yeah, some people like it. Yes, you said that you are not sure. You can and I don't know. You said I don't know. But you can say if you want to change it to IELTS, I'm not entirely sure. So this one, instead of saying I don't know, of course you can say I don't know. So it's okay. But you can say, oh, what is this? Okay, you can say, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, maybe you go shopping for something and you can, of course, when you observe, or you can say as I observe, as I've seen, yes, of course, the Chinese working style, as you said, right? Working style, yeah. Often, so we know that about, you said that they are cheaper. Most of, yeah, you are cheaper than, yeah, most reasonable prices or for, of course, Chinese product. Now, I want to give you another phrase that you can use. So you can say that, of course, in Chinese or the Chinese working style, often we can seem to prioritize what? Cost efficiency. So, okay, if the price is good, so they prioritize cost efficiency. And yeah, they focus on keeping production, of course, cost low, just production cost low, so that you don't need to pay a lot. But of course, as you said, when it comes to material, they're not as durable as, for example, those products that are manufactured in other countries, like I don't know, the US or other countries. So I have no idea about this. So this one, what is it? Why my mouse is okay? Prioritize cost efficiency. That is, they focus on the price. Maybe it's a good actually a good idea, because they have a very actually market all around the world. They have consumers, maybe not every country, but we can say all around the world, people from different countries tend to buy Chinese product because they're really cheap. Have you ever bought something Chinese product?
Yes, a lot. Like Vietnam is near Chinese, and my country usually imports the Chinese toys or like a
Oh,
Chinese ingredients, materials to produce things for the grocery or retail store. Yeah, so it's like the mala tank, like also spaces for hot pot. Yeah, Vietnamese really like hot pot, and some
ingredients, you mean? Ingredients?
the ingredients.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
that because like in Vietnamese culture, we also have something like same with Chinese culture because we
Oh,
have more than over 1,000 years. Chinese I don't know what it's called, blocked had blocked my country. Yeah,
so it was
so
like, you were the colony of China, a part of China, like, the colony of China, and they used to govern your country for many years.
yeah,
Ah, of
so
course.
yeah, yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, in Vietnamese and Chinese culture, we also have same, yeah, um, a few same things, a few same
Ah,
things
got it.
encompass. Yeah,
So since you were colony of China, so you actually you're used to doing maybe the same thing or having the same habits, you mean? Like, the same culture, not exactly, just, partly. For example, about eating habits. Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, that's so interesting. And what happened then? How did you actually, so tell me what happened then? Now you are an, of course, independent country. So you govern your country. So what happened then? So was there a fight, a war between your country and China? Just, it's
Oh,
not related, just I want to know about it. I'm sorry
well,
I'm asking.
like my country also said I got a really good relationship not only with China but also with the United doing the United States of America, European and India. Yeah, yeah. Also
Ah,
have the pump policy. Like pump policy means like the independence. I don't know what it's called. It's called, this word is start with the letter D. Diploma.
no. Could you, diplomatic, you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Could you please explain so that I can give you the word?
Like
What you want to exactly say?
diplomacy.
Ah, of course, diplomacy, yeah?
Yeah. Like the pump policies means like we have the independent diplomacy policy with two
Policy, of course.
firm, yeah, two firm like the equality and good relationship with most of countries on the world. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, of course, got it. So, but now, so everything, so yeah, of course, everything changed. I think it's changing step by step. So everything changed so it's changed during the year, but during these years, but you still have maybe something from Chinese culture since you were colony of China. So
yeah,
maybe it's like, I don't know, adopted some of China's, I don't know, habits or culture. Yeah. So you can say it has adopted. some of Chinese culture or habits since you were colony of China for many years? Yeah, got it. Well, let me ask you another question about shopping. Okay. Now let's move on to actually the next question. I want to ask you part three, but let me ask you one more, part one, and then we keep going with part three. Well, you don't like shopping. You are not the one. I'm not the one for shopping. I don't like it. Okay. But if you want, so you want to buy something, okay, if you want to go shopping for any reason. So what kind of things do you buy or would you prefer to buy? Your first choice, clothes, shoes, accessories, food?
Well, well, if I go shopping for a purpose, for some purposes, I think the things that I'm really keen on buying, to really keen on purchasing is books. Books, yeah, books. I'm like I'm a bookworm, yeah, and
Yeah.
I have a dream that one day I just sit in the room and just like have the bottle of water and some books, yeah, and read
Yeah,
many
of
days.
course. And do you buy them online? So, or no, I don't know, on the high street. So,
Oh yeah, I'm not prefer like browsing and choosing book on online because you know that ha- now there has been some scam frauders on online. So yeah, I don't put my belief much on the internet to buy something. Yeah.
yeah, of course. So it's like when it comes to online shopping or no, going out or on the high street and buy something, you would go for actually physical stores, not online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. That is really interesting because normally people tend to, nowadays, they normally tend to buy something online. It's easier for, I don't know, like you just use it, you search and you buy. Well, but that is really good. So you buy books, purchase books. That is really good. Purchase, buy. I like it. It was a good verb. You could choose something that is not actually used before, like, I don't know, just repeat the same word. That was really good. Well, and if you want to be a little, maybe informal, just you can also say pick up.
Oh, picker.
Yeah, of course. It's informal. It's not formal. Purchase, it's formal. Buy, formal, informal, but it's, if you want to use an informal synonym, you can also say pick up. And let me say something because you need to use cheap, expensive. So you need these words. You don't want, in order to avoid repeating the same word. So you know that. If you want to say cheap, it's better not to say cheap. Inexpensive, the easiest one,
Yeah.
inexpensive. Or use it, affordable. I like this one. Affordable is good. Goods or products. So, or you can also say low priced. So it's your choice. Low priced goods, low priced, I don't know, food or everything. Now, if you want to use expensive, but you don't want to say expensive, that costly, that is the common, and you also say dear. Yeah, both mean expensive. Dear goods or product. So both means expensive. And well, and of course, that an idiom, that it cost, yeah. an arm and a leg. So you know that we have this idiom when something costs an arm and a leg. Yeah. So it's like, it's so expensive.
Oh,
So
yeah.
expensive. Yeah, of course. So expensive. Yeah. And let me ask you another question, but it's part 3. It's not part 1. I want to ask another question. Well, do you agree or disagree that women spend more time shopping than men?
I agree. I agree that this notion that women spend more their time in shopping than men, because women uh, is the people who like who who um arrange and do the household chores, and they understand, they know like what the things that are necessary at their home than men. And secondly, there is the considerate people, like women are also are considerate more considerate than men. So yeah, so they know how, yeah, so they just, yeah, and they can and also with this question, I don't know how to explain it, like, although
What,
I
you
have
don't
the
know how
idea.
to, you
Yeah,
ran out of idea?
yeah, like, although I
Okay,
have,
so
yeah,
you keep going, I'm sorry.
yeah, you
Well,
keep
so
going.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. So you want to answer this question. So well, of course, maybe there is, I don't know, a kind of stereotype that says women spend more time shopping than men, and actually, it's like a belief.
So
You so they don't spend, or no, you feel like that they look for reasonable price because they don't want to splash out, spend too much on something, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean. So for example, let me write it, splash out on something, to spend a lot, to spend a lot. So like, yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly. I do definitely agree with you. Like, what is that? Yes, for example, our mothers, we try to look for and find just, the most reasonable price. So we search, I don't know, just, we shop around from this store to another one to find reasonable price. So it takes time. So yes, I do agree with you. So when you, uh, yeah, when we look at it from this side, yes. But I think, actually it's not based on fact that, just it's like stereotype. Do you know the meaning of stereotype?
stereotype.
Yeah.
Um, uh, uh, prejudice.
Yes, no, it's not prejudice. Like, let me say, belief, a common belief among people that is not based on fact. Just, people think like, for example, I don't know, women talk more than men, are more talkative. Okay, so maybe, but it's like, something like a belief among all people, just, I don't know, based on traditions, not in fact. So that is stereotype. Yeah. For example, there is stereotype about American.
Yeah.
American are arrogant, but we are not actually. People feel like that, okay, if you're American, so you are arrogant. Just you feel like the overconfidence, and you look at people from top to bottom like, I'm better than you. No, that is a belief. People think. but not essentially like just, fact. This is the meaning of stereotype.
No.
Yeah. Well, uh, let's keep going with your answer. So we can say that this is a kind of stereotype that says, yeah, women spend more time shopping than men. But of course, it can be true in some cases. We can say, on one hand, as you said, women often shop for a variety of things. For example, when you go shopping, groceries, clothes, household items. So of course it takes time, okay? Because you need to check different options. On the other hand, we can say that normally men might shop less frequently but tend to make quicker, like, okay, let's make it just quickly. So I can say that, for example, they normally shop for, I don't know, directly for one item or two items, not more, despite, of course, having time. So we can say that, of course, it depends on individual, but we can say on one hand, oh, let me erase, okay. So on one hand, that is really important. I need to get my nails shorter this time. I can't type. Oh God, it's so difficult. I like them. I don't want to get them short, but I think. Okay. Women often shop for variety of things. Groceries, clothes, household items, etc. But men, no. And of course, you can say that not as much as women. So when men don't tend to go shopping a lot, so it's like in just one item or two, they can't focus on more than one item. So maybe, and as you said, yes, I definitely agree because they're considerate. They don't want to waste money. So they try to save even a little, just save up. And of course, they look for the best price. Bargain, best price, look for discount. So this is the reason. Okay. Yeah. The next question. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Well, and um, do people in your country prefer to buy products from your own or from other countries?
Mm, it seems difficult to answer these questions. I think I'll prefer both of them because um, uh, for the older countries such naming American, Europe, some countries in European, Japan or Korea, like the Vietnamese have Vietnamese has tendency to like this to buy the products from these countries because they have the belief in their like in these countries in in the durability of this country's products. Yeah, and
Yeah.
for my own country, I think most of them, like if this product is from my country and they have they have same perfect versions, have like perfect products. I think Mm, I think not about me, but all our Vietnamese also prefer buying our own country products because yeah, to show the love with
That is
the love with the country. Yeah, I think so.
of course. And this way you can easily support your local economy. So that's
Yeah,
perfect. Yeah, of course. So why not? When you have high quality products, so why do you need to purchase, I don't know, some other countries' brands or product? But both options can be preferred. Like, sometimes, as you said, some countries, as you just mentioned, like the US or I don't know, Japan or Korea, so different. So maybe people tend to buy. Yeah. But in some cases, especially some areas, for example, vegetables, okay, if you want to buy vegetables from farm shops, of
yeah,
course you do it. So why do you need, okay, so you go to the supermarket to buy something, it's okay. But you can buy something fresh from farm shops. So of course people tend to, I think it depends on the product, goods, and of course the reason. So in some cases, in some fields, yes, maybe we have different countries that are really strong. They're working really strong, and we can see that they have best qualities, and of course, as you said, durable, long lasting brands and name. So why not? But it's like, if products are well made, no matter where they are from, your country or not the country, if they have good reputation, no matter. So, of course, maybe it's a common tendency to, in your country, you can say that most of people tend to, so it's a common tendency that is really important to support your own country's goods. That is really good. And I admire. So if you have, this opinion about your goods, your product, I think it's really admirable. Well, and um, let's keep going. I want to give you some idioms. But if you need, you can make some notes since I need to raise the board. So if you want, you can make notes. If no, we can keep going with the rest of it because I need to scroll it up and you won't see them.
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I take a photo of this. Then you can.
Of course, so let's keep going. Okay. Well, I want to give you an idiom. Shop till you drop. I want to know if you have ever experienced shopping till you're just, dropping like, uh, sometimes it's happens that you spend plenty of time buying something. I don't know, just going out, especially with friends. Just you hang out, and of course, you just go shopping, you buy something, you eat out, okay, spend time. So it's like then you can't walk anymore. You're like, oh, I can't walk anymore. So this is the meaning of shop till you drop. So it means to shop until you're exhausted, very tired. Have you ever experienced like, this exhaustion?
No.
Because you're not the one for shopping?
Yeah.
Never? Never?
Exhausting. Oh.
Exhausting. So let me write really tired. So
Oh.
let me write. It means
Oh yes. Oh God. I'm sorry. I have some like
it's okay.
last hours ago. I had a party with my friend. in that time, I always have a nap. I always have a long nap to recharge my battery. But the last hours ago, I had a party with my friends, and I didn't have much nap. So yeah, I don't have a lot of energy. So I think, well, you know that if I go cycling, I go for the purpose that I follow to my mom. I bring, and
Yeah.
I help her to bring her her things. Yeah. So and you know that it's really exhausting.
Exhausting, of course.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to work around the shopping mall a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, of course. Just, shop around from this one, shop around from this store to another store. I didn't look for new brand, new items, different price, and you lose the track of time. Just, you don't know why the time is like, just 2 hours, 3 hours, and after that you feel really exhausted. So, I can't keep going. So this idiom, shop till you drop. So it's the good idiom that you can use when talking about. And sometimes you find something that is a great bargain. You say, wow, it's not possible this price for this? You can say it's actually still. So that is really when you say something that is great deal. For example, that dress was still at half price. So we have still, that is something that is great deal or bargain. For example, that dress, I don't know, was still at half price. Like the best, what is this? The best thing that you can find. Like, wow, it's not possible. You say like this, so it's not possible to find better. So you can use still. It's a good word, and you normally use, especially for IELTS. It's really usable. Well, we're gonna keep going with part 2. Do you have any questions related to this part? Any words, phrases, something that you want to ask me?
No. Part two. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I
What do
have
you think?
worry about part two. Yeah.
So don't worry, we can make it together. So yeah, why not? Just I give you, then you think about it, then I will make it together, okay?
Okay.
Well, let me find a good question for you for part 2 that I think not really. Okay, yes. Describe your favorite shop. You should say where it is, what it sells, how often you go there, and explain why you like it. Okay. Why you think it's a good shop, why you like it. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, so I'm ready.
Well, okay, let's get started.
Okay. Well, today I would like to discuss a, a show that I really keen on is bookstore. A bookstore and bookstore this bookstore named Namfu, and Namfu bookstore is near my home. Yeah, and it's got. I think I have a 5 minutes work to arrive to this bookstore. Well, this bookstore is it sells various things, naming the uh, stationery stationery things, books, and some toys for the children. Well, in I think there are 5 to 6 times in 1 year that I have been to these bookstores because I am the avid reader. So I have a tendency buy um to buy some book in these stores. Well, no, the bookstore is my go-to choice stores in the neighborhood. So I usually uh I usually go to the store, flip through the lots of flip through no go to the store and go and through the stacks of many books and flip through the top note yeah books to read it, yeah. And I think it's really I think it's give me an amazing feeling when I go to the bookstore. Like I really like the feeling of sparking of being sparked the curiosity and the new knowledge by the the engaging books. Yeah, yeah.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so first of all, that's perfect that your favorite shop is bookstore because I love it. Especially, I don't know, it's like perfect, cozy, great atmosphere. So it's a local bookstore. Yeah. And called, of course, the name. Okay. It's located, it's it's nestled in, you can say, for example, where, I don't know, a cozy or near your house. Okay, so you can easily get there. Okay, for example, 5 minutes walking. So that is really good. Today, you said, okay, well, it's okay. You can use them. That is no, I want to say that perfect. So some people said, okay, I shouldn't say fillers. Good, use them, but not too much. You know that. Okay, well, was good. Today I'd like to discuss. It was good. I like it. So I'd like to talk is better. Since it's not a discussion, so it's better to say, I'd like to talk. So I would prefer this one, not discuss, okay? Talk about the bookstore, a local bookstore, and I really enjoy visiting. That was really good. Called, of course. This bookstore, I forgot the name. And it's located, it nestled, so near my home, and it's about a 5 minutes walk, as you said. That was real. Walk away, you know that. So you can easily get there, okay? And, it sells variety of items, as you said, or for example, wide variety of books, Stationery, for example, you can say bestsellers. Okay, bestseller. Two, we have niche genres. So it's just, something that you can add, like fantasy. I mean, fantasy, niche. Bestsellers to niche, that is fantasy genre. And if you don't want to say it sells, of course you can say, why not? You can say the shop, this is more advanced. The shop specialized in, or now you want to use it in present, okay, you can say this, so it's your choice, present or past. The shop specializes in, for example, in a wide variety of books, stationery, so what you want, okay? Or you can say it sells. So both of them are correct, and I do like both of them, so no problem. Well, and the first part was good, and you didn't say how often. Maybe I didn't get that part that you said how often you visit her. Did you? I'm not sure. I didn't get that part.
Okay. Well, I said that I have 5 to 6 times in 1 year. Uh, no, like five. I remember that I said 5 to 6 times in 1 year that I have been to this stores. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So usually, for example, on weekends when you have time, a bit like free time, so you can add this. So usually on the weekend when I have a bit free time, so like, you can say that you said this actually shop is really enjoying, like, you like. So you can also say that, some shops has inviting vibes. They invite you, like, okay, come, and you like, so, and you feel like that you want to spend hours. So you can say inviting vibes. It has inviting vibes. So like, uh, it makes me feel want to spend more time just browsing books, and I don't know, just browsing through the shelves. Just look for different and check different books. So you can say, and of course, like what you really like. If this, I don't know, the environment, if it's cozy, quiet, relaxed atmosphere. So you can mention staff, people who work there. If they're friendly, if they are knowledgeable, so you can add, okay? So they may be willing to recommend books. So we have some staff are really friendly based on your interest. They try to recommend good books. So this way you can complete your answer. Of course, I need to add more items, but here, unfortunately, we have no time. So may I ask you to do something? Could you please write your answer again? And then you can think about it. And of course, you can search and write your answer. And then I will correct and I will score you. Okay?
Okay.
I will score you. Yeah, of course, your answer. I want to see. So how you can make it, how you can write your answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, but totally, it was really good. And that's it. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so have a great time, wonderful week, and don't forget about writing your answer, okay?
Okay. See you.
Bye-bye. Of course, bye-bye.
But like, I write
Yeah,
the answer for like the question in part two.
yeah, of course. Part two,
Okay.
this one. Yes. Goodbye.
Bye.